Eastern Caribbean fast ferry service becoming a reality. Sources tell CNC3 the dream died soon after its announcement last year by then Transport Minister Devant Maharaj. The service should have set sail since mid-2012, but an investigation by our very own Kamal Georges reveals that the ferry service is nowhere near to sailing the warm Caribbean waters. Kamal?
Hi, good evening, Gola. Well, sources are tonight telling me that the dream to have an Eastern Caribbean ferry service died soon after its announcement last year by then Transport Minister Devant Maharaj. Now, that service was supposed to have begun since mid-2012, and tonight I can tell you that it seems it is nowhere near to sailing the warm Caribbean waters. It promised to unite Caribbean nations with a cheaper alternative to intra-regional travel. But the Eastern Caribbean ferry service will not sail the Caribbean waters anytime soon. A source close to the operation says, quote, "It's dead in the water and nothing has happened since a week after the announcement," end quote. When then Transport Minister Devant Maharaj made the announcement on January 27th last year, he said it was expected to begin by mid-2012. But why have things stalled again? When government invited proposals, 5 companies responded. But eventually Fast Ferry Caribbean Limited of Barbados was selected. We tried contacting the consortium, but neither we or our sources in Barbados could find a contact number for the company, an address or any other information. However, our sources tell us the company does not exist on paper, but is simply a shelf company with no operating capital, just a group of shareholders who've been lobbying government since 2007 for the service. But the real reason the deal sank points to seemingly questionable acts. We are told the company did a bait and switch. In other words, it baited government with a lower price, then when it was selected, marked up the projections. But the vessel, the $100 million Norman Arrow vessel it proposed for use on the route, was not available because 10 days later, it was leased to another firm. Then Transport Minister, Food Production Minister Devant Maharaj told CNC3 News the project was under review by the Ministry of Finance because there were problems with the fuel subsidy. Calls to Finance Minister Larry Hawaii went unanswered. However, CNC3 obtained a copy of a consultant's report and the financial predictions were grim. Most forecasts show a negative cash flow on all routes of the service. Caribbean passengers were teased with a $10 to $35 a seat. However, the report, which cost the state $120,000 states, quote, "Total costs of $2.1 million need to be earned from 44,000 tickets when full fuel cost is included, or $50 per ticket per leg. This implies that without differentiation, a round-trip ticket from Trinidad to St. Lucia would be $300. CNC3 contacted Transport Minister Chandray Sharma, who promised further details on the status of the deal next week.
Meals available, school books, house repair grants.
Well, we tried to contact the firm Fast Ferry Caribbean Limited for comment, but it did not exist anywhere that we looked. But one thing is for certain though, if government has to begin this process again, this fast ferry service, which has been talked about since the 1970s, will definitely have a longer shelf life. Gola, it's back to you.